There we go. And they're all coming in.
Good morning,
Awesome.
everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning, good
I'm on
morning,
the
good
East
morning.
Coast. Good afternoon.
I know it's
morning.
afternoon in the East Coast.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Carolyn.
Nice.
Carolyn, I see Vic.
All right. Look at
Is
all
this Magic Mirror?
Kind of. What is it? What do we call it?
You're dating yourself.
Yeah, I know.
What was that show?
Romper room.
Donna, good to see ya.
Yeah.
Sheila, great to have
Romper
you.
room, right?
Romper room. That's it. With our romper stompers.
What?
Oh,
Hi, Lisa. Good to
Romper
see you.
stompers. Goodness gracious.
I had
Hi,
some of
Linda.
those.
Hi.
Hey, Kadir,
We're
how are
dating
you?
ourselves.
Good to see you. Andrea,
That's all right.
Karen,
Nice.
Jordan, good to see you.
Hi,
Parker, great to have you.
Hello, everyone.
Linda, I love that picture of you when you got married. What a little cutie patootie.
Yes, I became a bonus mom to two, and they're awesome young men now.
That's
With families
awesome.
of
That's
their own.
such an awesome experience. I was adopted, so I totally get that. And I just think it's just so awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Founds, you had a different background and now all of a sudden you changed it back again.
Well, okay. Well, I have. I've
He's
got
got
some
his
new
ultra
backgrounds.
ego with him today.
Yeah, I've got new backgrounds for 22, and
Woohoo.
I
Adrian, good to see you.
Nice.
hadn't checked them out yet.
Ah, well, it was
How come he
Lena,
has his
good to see
name?
you. Chanel, good to see you.
There we go.
That looks
Nice.
great, Founds. Nice, nice.
Thank you. Well, you know who did it?
Oh, well, tell us.
Well, the wonderful Gloria Lopez. Oh, wait. I think she did somebody's book coverage too.
Oh, did she?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
I think she did Desi's book cover.
Yes, she did. Gloria is amazing.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
Kimberly,
Hi,
good
Hi, Sharon.
morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
So
Marla.
good
Great to
see
have
everybody.
Hey, Linda Q.
Hey, how are you?
I
Morning,
am
Sharon.
also.
Sharon, we're both in the
honored.
sun. It feels good, right? It's so cold. It's like, I don't know, 11 degrees out. That sun feels great.
Good morning, Linda.
That vitamin D.
Thank you for making me look good.
Oh, you're so cute. Wait till you see the photos from the event.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's
And by
amazing.
the way, we also have from my team, Jennifer, who just joined us for the first
Hi,
time.
Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi. It
Long
has
time no see.
Yes. So
Boy,
good to
everybody
see
wants to
you
hear
again.
you guys' stories. We got a lot of people on here today. We got.
We do.
Oh my gosh. Good
Yeah,
morning,
and
Sam.
Congratulate you guys.
We do. It was amazing. It was an amazing program. Women in Drone. Sharon, you were fantastic in organizing everything. And I just
Need a
Just say
vacation now,
thank you,
don't you, Sharon?
Sharon? and
We all need a vacation after that.
Right. Yes.
Yes. I'm surprised to see Sharon actually. So Linda, thank you for the amazing photos that you were taking, and
My pleasure.
for Kimberly Penn behind the scenes running.
I
Yes,
know.
so
Kimberly
helpful.
holding down the house.
everything. We just want to thank everybody. And then, man, do we want to congratulate our honorees, right? How awesome
Amen.
is it? Hey, and so we're pretty excited to have some of them here with us today. So before we get started, I do want to actually do a quick run through of, who some of the people were, and also the sponsors, because the sponsors, I wanted to give a big shout out to them
Absolutely.
because
Yes.
they are the ones that help make it happen. So with us actually here today, we have one of our honorees. It would be Bronwyn Morgan, and she is the recipient of the Iris Automation Entrepreneur Award. Madison Jeffries, she is the recipient of Skydio, the Public Safety Service Award, which she's going to be on another day as well. Karen DeMaio is the recipient of Sabre Wing Aircraft Leadership Award. She'll also be on. And April Leno she won the recipient of the Unmanned Safety Institute Education Award. She's with STEM. We have Tony Drummond going to be joining us in the future as well, recipient of the Volatus Aerospace Innovation Team Award. Founts Genesee, he's a recipient of the Fox Fury Team Spotlight. He's here this evening, and his team, I see. And then we also have Michael Highlander, and he is the recipient of the Women in Drones Diversity Award. And so pretty excited because they're here this evening, or I guess this morning as well. So pretty exciting. And so
Congratulations to everybody.
very much
And
so.
for
It's
everything that's been
amazing.
going on, all
And
behind the
Thank you.
scenes.
you know what, we talk about trailblazers and
Mhm.
making a difference in the world with what you're doing, and it's so exciting. So what I would like to do is I've made each of you a spotlight. So if we can kind of start maybe with Bronwyn, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in the industry, and then we'll just kind of go through everybody and let them do kind of a shout out for themselves and what they're doing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me this morning. So good to see everybody. A lot of familiar faces. I'm still a little bit sleepy trying to catch up from West Coast time, but I'm making it. I'm Bronwyn, and I am an FAA certified drone pilot, FAA drone pro, FAA safety rep, and I am the founder of Zeo Air and Airversity. Zeo Air is an outsourced AI-based drone services, data analytics, and soon to be autonomous solution focused primarily on critical infrastructure, catastrophe and disaster, and climate and environmental observation. We're based out of Atlanta and St. Louis, and Airversity is a professional drone pilot training academy focused on commercial, corporate, and public safety pilot training, flight training, geospatial training, software training, and sensor training, based out of St. Louis. And we opened just recently our first Center of Excellence here, and we're about to open our next one in Atlanta in first quarter. So excited to be here. Thank you so much, and so excited to be a part of the Women in Drones honorees this year. I was thrilled when I got the message, and a major thank you to Sharon Rossmark for all of her hard work and commitment to this industry. She's certainly an inspiration in terms of her commitment to making it happen. And she is, a nonstop soldier for the industry. So thank you, Sharon.
Awesome. All right, well, let's see about Founts. I'm going to go ahead and make you spotlight, and hopefully I can do both your team members as well.
Yeah, maybe that'd be cool.
If not, I'm going to come up with a new plan, but Founts, tell us about yourself and what you're doing in the industry as well.
Good morning. First and foremost, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sharon, Desi, Bronwyn, all the honorees. I am just completely flabbergasted and humbled because this alumni of honorees this year is just amazing. Everybody is our innovators. Everybody's our leaders. And thanks to Sharon, who put this together and created this forum for us. It's just been outstanding. And some of my best relationships in this industry have come through Women in Drones. So I'm Founts. I have 18 years military as a flight nurse. So my medical background kind of pushed me towards doing medical asset delivery in the drone industry. We designed the first and multi-package delivery system where you can just drop off one package, 2, 3, or 15 envelopes. Oh, there you go, Desi. And we started out as trying to be a drone service provider, but we quickly pivoted and found that our sweet spot was doing the systems integrations, creating, designing, and selling the shovels and the picks so all the miners can go do the work, because we love the innovation. And we are big on STEM and giving back to the community. And that's what our big focus is. And we're just trying to save lives, one delivery at a time. And let Jen do the rest because she probably speaks better than I do.
So my name's Jennifer Glenn. Sorry, this is Founts' name. He sent me the request this time. But I have about 20 years of medical background experience as well, mostly in the pharmacy solutions and healthcare side, health management. So I've come to help, and we grow our medical solutions contracts as well as any kind of biomedical solutions you can think of. So heart deliveries, blood supplies, life-saving events during disaster preparedness and that sort of thing. I had a great time at the event, and we're very honored that we were recognized and very humbled as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. All righty. Let's, I'm going to remove you from the spotlight because we're going to come back to everybody. Okay. I got the spotlight thing down, you know. So let us segue over to Michael, and I'm going to, there we go, find you up here. Hi, Michael.
Hey,
I'm gonna make you spotlight, and then I'm gonna find Anna, and it looked like I saw Lisa coming in here.
yeah, I think Lisa and Yulia and Taryn.
Okay, let's go find them.
I see them floating around there. I don't know who else is in there, but yeah. So amazing week last week. I'm sorry we couldn't have the entire team out there. COVID took a hit on our team just as we're getting ready to fly out. So I ended up being the last person standing. And it was a great event. And at Airspace Link, we are, think of us as the Google Maps for drones, but necessarily the advanced drone roads, or the roads don't exist yet. So we have partnered with the FAA and multiple state and local governments to build out these pockets of advanced operations. So we are one of only a few companies that provide land services, so low altitude authorization notification capabilities for recreational and Part 107 pilots, and further coordination in flight that night. We provide those capabilities to our customers. And then on the more advanced commercial side, we're working with 6 drone manufacturers to support their compliance and safety cases for flying beyond visual line of sight. And we've done a lot of this through funding through state and local governments, and we call it digital infrastructure to support our industry versus just kind of waiting around. We've been able to get funding to support drone operations here in the U.S. Through funding. So companies like we've just heard from, supporting them with the tools that they need to get their operations scaled. So, and we have an amazing team that makes it all happen that are on this call.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So is Yulia, did I say that?
Yeah.
I'm not able to get her onto your spotlight as well, but we just want to recognize, hi.
Hello.
There we go. Maybe that was why. Now we see you. All right. Maybe maybe the 3 of you also share a little bit about the company and what you're doing as well. And we thank you for being here.
Go ahead, Lisa. I'll call people out just to get it going.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So hi, good to see you, Kim and Desi and the whole team at Women in Drones. Sharon, I'm really sorry for missing it last week. I tried everything I could to get out there. It was just tough. I'm at another conference today, and I get to meet with our customers. So I am leading business development for Airspace Link. I'm the vice president of business development. And that means I work with our government agency relationships, local, state, federal, and then also I have the fun part of working with the industry as well. So that's all the aircraft manufacturers, it's software providers, it's the 1,000 logos that are making up this industry today. So, and I have a great team that I work with, and our leadership team is fantastic. So I'll be quiet now and maybe turn it over to Yulia.
Hi, everyone. It's such a pleasure to connect. I am with Airspace Link I joined in 2021, so not too long. Really having a blast, enjoying the team here. The leadership is spectacular, and my goal really is to make it an enjoyable and rewarding experience for the people on our team, to keep us happy internally, but also competitive in the marketplace. And my role is head of people operations. So a lot of it is, as we're rapidly growing, a lot of it is recruitment, retention, and just taking care of our employees.
I'll go last here and not least. So Anna Highlander, yes. Michael is, I would say, my better half, but so is Lisa and Yulia. So I'm really sorry that we weren't able to attend. I really wanted to be a part of this just because of how important women in leadership in our company actually is. And so as a female minority business owner, it's very important. And I think our team demonstrates that with the growth that we've had this year, thanks to Yulia, Lisa, Michael, and our entire team. And my job at Airspace Link is just to take care of our customers. And with onboarding, and since this is such a new and upcoming thing, we want to keep them informed and up to date with regulations and product updates. And so I'm amassing a team of customer success and working closely with Lisa to keep our customers engaged and returning. And so just happy to be on the call, and thank you for this amazing award. Really excited.
Awesome, awesome. So, Aerospace Link was the recipient of the Women and Drones Diversity, and you can see right here by the people on the call here how they're really doing their part, and that's amazing. And thank you. Congratulations to everyone. Fantastic. And so I'm going to bring everybody back right now, and just if we could just kind of run through really quick, and share about the experience there. Winning the award, what it means to you, and how you plan to move forward. I'll start with Bronwyn. I'm going to bring you back, Bronwyn, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Now we're going to have everybody on here. I'm getting really good at this. Go ahead, Bronwyn.
Sure, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. This is, it's amazing to win this award. Women in Drones mean so much to the industry, and especially in the entrepreneurship area, which is, that's my world. I am tackling entrepreneurship 3 companies at a time. And to be recognized amongst my peers and so many other outstanding people and women who have applied, and everybody's really a winner, because to pioneer in a new industry, one that has traditionally not been led by women, and to see so many of us marching ahead to really advance aviation and aerospace is exciting. And so this means so much to me as a startup founder, and for what we're doing. I sent a note out to my team after the announcement, and thanking them, more so than even me, for helping make this possible, because you can't do any of this by yourself. There's just too many moving pieces. And of course, again, I always want to go back and thank my buddy, Sharon. It just goes without saying, again, just her commitment and the networking that this brings to the forefront for all of us. And I look forward to actually putting this in the signature of my email. I haven't done that with anything that I've won in the past, but this one definitely will be a badge of honor to wear very proudly, and to represent women. And as a woman of color, as a Black woman, this means a lot to me as well, because it's just so great for girls and other women to see us in these roles as pioneers and doing difficult things. I think my quote, one of my quotes somewhere was, I like to highlight all the hard things that we do. Sometimes there's so much focus on who we are as individuals versus the actual work that we're doing. And, when I'm trying to solve a hard problem, it doesn't matter who, my gender or my ethnicity. It's about how do I help get this problem solved to help, advance solutions for the end user. So I'm just super excited, and I could, go back and do it again without all the walking at CES. I had my heels in my purse, never put them on, kept my flats on, but I probably lost about 10 pounds. So I want to thank CES and Women in Drones for that as well. But no, seriously, this is a great honor.
Awesome. Yes, there was a lot of walking, wasn't there?
Oh gosh, yes. I met all of my step goals every day.
Yeah, awesome. Founds, want to share a little bit about how you plan to move forward?
Oh wow. It took the whole drive home just to really sink in, good 4 hours just driving, sinking in and thinking about, wow, this is huge. Myself, Gloria, and Jen were there, and they were getting ready to announce it. And it felt like the Academy Awards. All of a sudden, I heard somebody grab my hands, and all of a sudden, this reveal, and the reveal was amazing. Such a class act, the way it was done.
That's really cool, Founds. That's really cool.
And it was just, it was visceral. I've been blessed to work in the entertainment industry and be around celebrities and what have you, but the true rock stars that I've met were at that event. And I want to take that forward by not only focusing on the end goal, not the means, but the end goal of what USOG is about, is saving lives and doing good for others, not only in the medical asset delivery, but in disaster preparedness after disasters, when you can't get to somebody just a mile down the road and they need supplies. Well, I want to be able to move 18, 20 pounds of goods, supplies, whatever it is, to make sure that those individuals are sustained until help arrives. And that's the end goal for USOG, is saving lives. And so we want to continue that forward. And we want to continue working towards that with a lot of innovation, with a lot of the cutting edge technology that we're already working with, that people are like, how do you do that with a drone? Well, we're figuring it out and we're making it happen. And also STEM education. We've already supported the Optimist Club here locally, the Support the Enlisted program through the military and those children. We're already doing those things, but we're continuing to move it forward. And so we're looking for additional opportunities to help get kids interested in STEM, drones, whatever it takes, because, we're going to need more coders. We're going to need more pilots. We're going to need more engineers. We're going to need all those things to keep moving this business and industry forward. And that's what we're looking to do. And the interesting thing is, everybody that's seen the post and what have you, it's, Bounce, this is Women in Drones. How did you manage that? I'm like, I have a bunch of women on my team and they run the place. I'm just lucky enough and I'm blessed, and I get to wake up in every morning and to be the face and the visionary of the team. So I'm humbled and I'm thankful for not only my team, for Women in Drones, and all the relationships in the industry that I've made. And especially thanks, Mike, for being there, because I didn't want to be alone. So, and I think Jen probably has more insight into what we're doing than I do, because she's an integral part of the team.
Okay, so yeah, moving forward, I think, like he mentioned, we definitely want to get out there more and help with STEM and get more people involved. We definitely like to have the integration and inclusivity in our team, and that's something we always are inspiring to do, as well as moving forward with things that young people like social media, getting it out there in that fashion so that the younger people are hearing about what we're doing in our ways that, sometimes the way I think we think that kids are hearing about things aren't always the way that they are hearing about things. So trying to get that out there, that message, as well as just kind of putting a call out there for Founts that he definitely does support women on his team. He's always been a big women supporter. He has 2 daughters, and he's just a wonderful guy to work for.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Michael, how about you? You want to share about Aerospace Link and what it means to you and the company and moving forward?
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be nice if we were able to share some more of my team. I just kind of scanning through the names, and I see Zena, Casey, Taryn.
Well, you just tell me who, and we'll put them up here.
Well, I'll see if they're not too shy to put on their cameras. I see Zena. She's one of our hotshot developers. I don't know if you're up for sharing your screen. Would love to have you join us. I see Samantha Stewart is here. Casey as well. So if you see those names.
Taryn is also on.
Who?
Taryn.
Oh yeah, Taryn, and that's great. So Taryn, she's a veteran, and is our designer of all our products, and a software developer as well. So we were just talking about needing coders and designers, and that's what's great. So we have a lot of Part 107 pilots, and we have training classes here at the office, but that's really just to understand what's needed by the industry, because we don't fly drones, we don't manufacture drones, we build the systems and the mapping systems for them. So it's good for us to understand what are the rules, the regulations, the risks, the hazards, and all the safety cases that have to be built out. So we do have a team that is built out for that. And, so the vision of our company, so we understand, is to create a world where the safe integration of drones fuels human progress, advancing social equity, the environment, and the economy. And we've been building that team out. So Anna's on the leadership team, Yulia's on the leadership team, Casey's on the leadership team, Lisa, she had to drop off for a lunch meeting, is on the leadership team. And Anna's a founder as well. So we built our company from the ground up at the beginning, early stages 2 years ago when we started the company at the leadership level to support our focus. Our leadership team is 60% female. Our company overall is very diversified, not where we want it to be. I mean, that's why we're part of Women in Drones, is because, and Yulia is supporting us, is it takes effort to diversify and build an amazing team, because this diversification is going to help us grow our company to the next level, and it already has. So we're loving it, and we're just trying to, how do we do more of it? And that's our plans forward. So we just hit 33 people last week. We'll add another 3 people this week. We're going to double in size as a company, and our goal moving forward is to keep this mindset and growing our existing employees and customers, but also the industry and our diversification. So I'm sure there's a lot of other things I'd like to say, but if anyone else would like to jump in, please do for my team.
Feel free to unmute and share. I did find Casey and she was able to join us. And so welcome aboard.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having us. I just want to reiterate, as working on marketing at Airspace Link, it's really easy to tell when a company is not being genuine in their marketing and in their values and what they're doing. And so my job is a lot easier, made by Michael and Anna and our founders, for practicing what they preach and really supporting people. Michael was actually at CES to accept the award because I was home taking care of my kids who had a COVID exposure, so we couldn't travel. So just kind of practicing what he preaches and showing up for the team, when actually 2 women members of his team, Lisa couldn't go either because she had a family member with COVID exposure as well. So showing up for his team that needed to do family things, I think that's just kind of preaching it too, is it's not just hiring a certain percentage of people, it's making sure you're getting the right people for the right job and supporting them in doing their best work and accommodating the crazy world that we're in right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else want to share from Airspace Link?
I want to say thank you to what you're doing for the industry and really for this world, leading by example. It's a very important subject matter, and we're just privileged to be here on the panel with you. Thank you for your wonderful contributions.
Well, I think we're privileged to have you. So thank you. And so, Airspace Link and Lisa have been on the program before. So we thank you for being here in the past. And of course, we're going to ask you to come back again in the future. All right. So, okay. So I have to ask, because I don't know if everybody knows, but the generosity of our sponsors, I just really cannot stress enough how amazing they were and how grateful we are to our sponsors for the program. And they actually also included a $500 check for each of the winners. It was amazing. And so with that being said, I'd like to kind of go through and see, getting that, it was a big jumbo check, right? And so I'd like to see your thoughts about how you plan to utilize that moving forward. So Bronwyn, once again, we're going to start with you, and you want to share? Hey, for some reason we can't hear you.
Sorry.
Oh, there we are.
Mic down. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, as we shared at the reception, we certainly want to use some of that money, or use that money for our next upcoming intern, and providing some funding for them and some of the work that they're about to do. And it's amazing. I've had 4 or 5 interns, and literally all of them found me. And I always said, I don't do interns. It's too much work. I don't have time. And I've had 5. So, and they all reached out. So this will be a nice little bonus for them. So we're very excited about that. And it, a little bit goes a long way. So it just kind of helps further also my goal of ensuring that the next generation gets exposure to our industry, what we're doing. I can't think of a more exciting time to be in aviation, aerospace, because we haven't had a new technology that allows civilians to really get engaged without, having to be a PhD in aerospace engineering or, work for NASA or another major space agents, private space company or aviation company. So this is very exciting, and it's good to see young people seeking out these opportunities. So that's what we plan to do.
Awesome, awesome. All right. And how about you, Sog? Yes, Bounce, what do you plan to do?
Well, first and foremost, I gotta give a huge thank you to Fox Fury Lighting Solutions. Number one, I use their products. They're amazing. Number two, one of the most amazing group of individuals you have ever met. Just down to earth, wonderful people. And they've been so supportive since the day I've met them. And I really thank them. It's been an honor. And how we, as I said and mentioned before, is that we're going to continue moving forward with STEM education, reaching out to the community, getting children involved and interested in the STEM. And a lot of them are interested in drones, so they go hand in hand. My engineer, Mark Costco, probably the most amazing and most patient man on the planet. And he's amazing with these STEM kits that we get in kids. It's just the most beautiful thing to see. And so we just want to continue doing that. And we're looking for more opportunities. And, not only to help able-bodied, but, disabled individuals or people who have different challenges in life. And so we're looking to do that. I come from a medical background, 18 years in the military. So it's all about giving back and helping others and how we can best enhance everybody's abilities. And that's what we want to do.
Awesome. Awesome. Jennifer, do you want to throw in anything there? No, you're all good. All right. All right.
Well, actually, I got to say, her little boy is my first test subject. Anytime I get a new little drone, I send it to her boy and go, "Can he break it?" Yes. All right, we're sending him out to everybody.
Yes, innovation and let them break it.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
good.
think that's one thing I have to say to anybody who's listening. If you're not failing, and you're not moving forward, you're not innovating. So your failures are actually your successes. So just keep moving forward no matter what.
Yes, yes. Good note right there. And it looks like Airspace Link has a new employee on the job there. And who do we have here?
That's Murph.
Is this
That's
the
Murph.
mascot?
He is. Hasn't quite made it yet. We have a bunch of dogs at the office, so.
Oh, how fun. So do you want to share how you plan to use the money that was funded by our generous sponsors?
Well, I think I've lost that over to Yulia. I get the fake check. She gets the real check.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, Yulia, what are the plans?
Yeah, thanks, first of all, very much for the monetary award as well, and for Michael to put it back into the employees. So we've been entertaining the idea of like a culture committee, a culture council inside the organization, so that whatever changes we're implementing are actually coming from the voices of the people internally. So we're going to put that $500 to kick off the fund internally for them to draw up some ideas and figure out what changes they want to implement to our culture going forward, and how we can become more inclusive and fun and become the best employer we can be for them.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else from the team want to add?
I'll use it for something else, but they won't let me.
I did do something about Botox earlier.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
Michael's on a call.
great. Or
Looking at yourself for Zoom and for 2 years, you're like, man, is this what I really look like?
You look marvelous, darling.
Yes. Or some bling. I like bling. All right. Awesome. So exciting the ways that you're planning on moving forward. So can each of you maybe share about how you plan to move forward with diversification? It's obviously a vital part of the industry. And so what ways do you plan, or tips or tricks do you have, ideas for moving forward with the diversification? Let's start again with Bronwyn. I like this pattern right here, right?
Well, my leadership team and organization is extremely diverse. I mean, everybody is different and unique. We've got women, various ethnicities, even the board, even our directors, Native American, African American, Latina. Uh, it's I don't know how much more we could do in terms of actually bringing in a more diverse team. So, and it's just reflective of who I am, clearly, but also wanting to make sure that I've got the best minds at the table, and people who get the job done. And so, for me, it's continuing to reach out for our younger team, and also where I think we have an opportunity is diversifying our pilot network. That's where we could definitely add some additional flavor, if you will, and that's exactly what we're doing. But everywhere you look at Zio Air, and even at the other company, Airversity, it's a pretty diverse team. So I'm excited about that, and hopefully we can be a model in the industry. A lot of people always say, well, we can't find people, and I'm like, well, I did. So it's that just says you got to build out your network and get to know people, and not play within a very narrow pool, because we're out here. It's just a matter of kind of opening your eyes and building more relationships. So I'm excited for who we are, and what we're about to do.
Awesome. Founds, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, my team's pretty diverse. As Bronwyn mentioned, we pretty much have everything in our team. Even from, let's see, how old's Houston? 27. So our youngest is 27 and our oldest is 58, I believe. So we have a wide range of experience in life. We have a wide range of disciplines, everything from electrical engineering, audio engineering, pharmaceutical sales, pharmacy techs, and all these, everybody overlaps in all our abilities. And I think probably the smartest thing that I did from the get-go, of course I hire the best people and the brightest minds, but if you're lacking certain skills, I can always teach them. But what I hired is for the family. It's to fit within the family. It's to fit within our culture of acceptance, our culture of diversity, our culture of everybody has the voice at the table. And as long as that family stays intact, there is nothing that we cannot do, because we support each other. And in every way, if somebody's sick, or somebody's somebody's got to go, family's in town and they can't do something, my first thing I say to everybody is family first, your immediate family first, and then the USOG family. Because I've been in corporate America. I worked for some of the biggest companies in the world, and they don't care about you at all. And it's the happiest place to work or visit, not work. And I don't want that culture. And that's reflective on how I grew up and how my family is. And I just want to make sure that my people are very well taken care of. And I want to be beneath them and push them up instead of pulling them up. And that's the way I feel about my team, because they're seriously amazing. Sorry, I'm getting all emotional.
Oh,
There.
that's awesome.
That
So
is.
you should. That's what is the mission. All of you guys, if you're not getting emotional about your business and your passion and your mission, then it's not big enough. It's not really coming from the heart. So that's awesome. Like, you need to be more emotional and let people know this is what drives us. It's the emotion. So, heart of a champion, right, Bounce?
Heart of a champion.
It is a team.
Yeah, it is. It is a team, and
and
that just extends out to this family too, the Women in Drones family, because when we walked into the room, before the awards, walked into the room for the reception. I don't think there was a person there that, even if I hadn't met them previously, that I didn't know.
Right.
And because Sharon obviously has built this beautiful tribe and this wonderful family, and everybody's like, "Oh, Women in Drones, what's that all about?" And I'm like, "Gotta join. It'll be the best decision you've ever made."
Nice, nice. All right. Michael, you want to share? We could share with the team as well.
Yeah, I'll start. That this is it's definitely a challenge for us as a company. When we look at the aviation industry, it's only about 16% female, let alone minorities and things like that. So for us, it's a challenge as we build this out. But at the same time, we have an opportunity that we're doing something that's unique. Building highways in the sky is we're blazing the trails here. So there's not like you can just go hire someone that understands drones and understands infrastructure and understands radar systems and communication networks and hazards. So it gives us the opportunity to start to hire from adjacent industries, whether it be transportation, geospatial, GIS, mapping systems, and developers, and start to align them. So we do have a bit of a challenge as a company, and one of the things that I had to learn too is that, a year ago I was a bit like, hey, it's hard to find them. Diversification, and as I've learned, and honestly from some of my meetings with women in drones, is that you really have to be intentional. There's a process for it, and that's something I'm having. So I'm constantly learning as well, and that's where I have someone like Yulia that we've brought on board. And one of our investors was like, "Well, you usually don't hire a head of people operations until you're over 50 people and things like that." But then one of them said, "Yeah, but I've never heard of any company building a culture too early." And that's what helped us move forward to help go after our vision and as a company. So moving forward, it is a tight market too, and Yulia is doing a great job of putting in a process and a way to be intentional. And we are headquartered in Detroit too, and I think that's something we got to work on too, because our company doesn't necessarily reflect our headquarters and things like that. So again, I think one of the biggest things is that we're still learning as a company. We don't have it figured out. I think we're on a really good path, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm excited for the future, but at the same time, maybe as a CEO, you're never satisfied. And that's an area that we're just going to keep working on. And Women in Drones is our consultant to that as well. So, and if anyone wants to add, I know Yulia, and she lives and breathes this every day. So,
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're spot on, Michael. It's a path. There's always room for improvement, and so just that the fact that we're on it and we have people, managing this company that want to see these opportunities growing. I think that's the most important thing. There's certainly a lot of tactics that we're implementing, like looking at a bigger pool when we're recruiting, rather than having employee referrals coming through, because employees typically refer people like them. So just having a bigger pool to look at, and then not always looking for direct experience, but maybe transferable skills, because people might have not had an opportunity to attend an Ivy League school or have direct experience. So there's certainly implementing some tactics and then also focusing on being more inclusive, because for the employees that are minorities that are in our organization, it's just making sure that their voices are heard, that they feel like they can bring their whole selves to work. So one thing at a time, and as we continue to grow, we'll continue to get better.
Anna, do you have anything you'd like to share?
I was gonna say, Yulia, that was awesome. But we are always trying to get better. But like Bronwyn just said, which was great, is it's about your network. And I think this year we start to maybe open that up a little bit more, with hopefully COVID allowing us to go to a few more conferences, network a little bit more. I think that's going to become a very important tool for us at Airspace Link. We are growing, we are trying to learn, but at the same time, I'm extremely proud of what our company looks like right now. And so I'm just excited for the future at Airspace Link. And back to the girl power thing, I'm excited to come to work every day because I get to work with amazing women. No hit to the men in our company, they're great too. But as women in the drone industry, it's been an honor to work with these women. I learned so much from them. They probably don't even realize it, but I learned more from them than I'm sure they learned from me. So it's been a great experience at Airspace Link. Excited.
Awesome, awesome. And so there seems to be a common denominator here, and it all starts with the heart of everyone and the integrity that's there and that desire to do so and to help others and to reach out and make those connections. And so it's just amazing, and I'm so excited that you've all won the Women in Drones Awards, because it just really is a representation that you are trailblazers. You are making a difference in the industry, and you're all an example of what people can do. So there's a lot of comments that are actually starting to show up into the chat there, and I'm not sure if everybody's able to follow it along, but there's sharing the room with the Women in Drones was a breath of fresh air, wandering around the trade show. There was a lot of walking involved in that trade show, that's for sure. I want to thank you to everyone for creating an environment of support and inclusion. And companies and people like you are, I know, the foundation that's making it is so much better for everyone. We have, sorry that we were, Yulia had to jump off, but we're glad. I do want to have you back again, actually, and so we can actually have the whole team back. We're really fortunate that you've been here and doing this with us. If anybody has any questions for anybody moving forward, kicking off the year, feel free to put them in there. Vic Moss put something in. Speaking of networking, this just popped into my email. Anyone want to move to Colorado Springs? Yes, I do. I actually have drone, have RV, can travel. All right, nothing holding me back now. So,
I'll remember that, Desi.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
You
that
can become
looks
the
fun.
East Beastly group with me. Come on, let's get that East, get it fired up.
I'm ready to move on, right? So we are kind of running out of time. We do have about maybe 10 minutes to do one more round of follow-up here. So what would be your advice and your final thoughts of just kind of a wrap up and shout out that each of you would like to do? And again, I'm going to start with you, Bronwyn.
I just say that leveraging this network is going to be a really big part of this relationship and this opportunity that the awards have given us, all being connected and getting to know each other. I know a lot of people already know each other. Sometimes I'll meet somebody and they're like, hey, we need to connect, and I'll go to LinkedIn, like, we're already connected. We just hadn't leveraged the relationship. And so I think we do have to reach out and look at partnerships, alliances, advice, guidance. I do it all the time. And I think that's so critical, because no one person can tackle this. I remember people saying, well, somebody else in the industry is doing something like this, and I'm like, and they can handle literally 100% of all the demand in the market. And so I'm like, that is a foolish way to think. So I do think it's critical for us to work together, and where there are opportunities that maybe we don't work in, it's like, hey, let me introduce you to somebody that can. So, and I think all the great work everyone's doing, especially as it relates to children and kids and teens, is critical and important, because it's next generation, it's coming up quick, and the technology is moving fast. We need to get them engaged as quickly as possible. So thank you.
Awesome. Bounce.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm done.
Yeah, no,
So true.
Well,
So true.
Yeah.
So
So
true.
in that respect, 110%, I completely agree with Bronwyn. I think in general, for everybody in the industry, and it's on my wall and something I came up with for myself, but it's just 3 simple things: dream big dreams, dare to be great, and do it. And that's all there is to it. Because knowing what to do and not taking any action is a fool's errand, because knowledge is only potential power, but knowledge plus action is actual power. And that's all there is to it. All right, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm done.
Okay.
Preach it, Bounce, preach it.
Awesome. Jennifer, do you want to share anything?
I think they covered it.
Oh, come on, Jen. I
Our
know you have more
follow-up,
than
right,
that.
Jennifer? I'll say Jennifer says,
Okay.
I concur.
Okay, by the way, so Jennifer and I go back, I don't know, almost 20 years, lost touch 10 years. We meet up for lunch again. Hey, how you been? Dada, what are you doing? I'm doing this. Pitched her kind of what I was doing, and she goes, why are you going after the little fish? And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, join the team.
Yep.
So she has been quite a inspirational in pivoting the company in a new direction that helped us move forward. So don't let her fool you by her being shy.
Thank you.
I'm smart enough to listen to women.
Mhm.
Yes.
Best advice ever, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. Michael, you want to start?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you guys covered everything would be I'd like to understand more of our network. Everyone that's on this call too, that how we could work together. Us as a company, most of the deployments or projects that we do, our latest press release on Monday, and then last week with cross-border, partnership with Canada and Michigan, and we have like 5 companies on those teams. We have 6 companies up in North Dakota and 3 companies down in Ontario, California, and now we have deployments going on in Texas and in Florida, and all of these different, but it's with different partners too. And it would be great to understand, women in drones like network, so that maybe it's our first, go-to spot. Like, we should be talking like, do you do package delivery using drones? I didn't know you do that. We have 5 other companies we work with. Maybe we should be, checking with you first. Are you interested in this project? Even if it's within visual line of sight for a week, just run flights for a golf course to get, community acceptance. So it'd be great. I know we have like strategic partners and stuff on the Women in Drones website, but it might be a little bit of, I don't know, like an ecosystem that's built that you kind of have trust with. And it's easy to connect with them quickly before you go back, go out to Alphabet Wing or a Drone Up or things like that. It might be different types of projects for different types of sizes. So that's my 2 cents. I'd like to see that too.
Okay. Before
Agree
we
with you
move on-
1,000%.
Yes, I am too. I love it. So Anna, before we open up, I'm going to piggyback onto that one and say, please put in your information into the chat, but first line, identify what you do. What are you doing in the industry? And then share your information, because that is the key to networking. And so great tip right there. Put that in there. And then did you say Ontario, California?
Yes, we have Ontario, Canada. We just signed a contract with, but Ontario, California is actually Anna's account. We've had an account with them for 2 years, and she's actually working with the city to build drone-friendly communities, 57,000 new homes, and they're flying drones down there, and we're going to expand operations to next summer. Anna's in charge of it, operations throughout the city. And we have different drone operators because there's different types of operations. There's one that do medical and they're certified for medical, and some for food, and some for, I think Anna was on site with doing package delivery for people with mobility challenges and senior citizens a month and a half ago. So it's helping engage the cities to actually provide this service to its businesses and residents versus going directly to the retailer. So it's a unique, and yes, Ontario, California, it's a long way of putting it.
All right, Jen,
Nice.
meet Anna. Anna, meet Jen.
Yes. Wait a minute. Keep
Because
me in the
Ontario
picture.
is in our backyard.
Yes.
Are you so I was on CBS, NBC with the mayor. I can send you the video in LA
Please.
doing package delivery at what's the name of that?
Rancho Mirage? Rancho Cucamonga?
Yeah, no, it's in the city. It's south of the airport. What's the name of the community?
Rancho
New Haven. New Haven.
New
Oh.
Haven and Retro.
Yeah, so the new beer brewery they just opened, we're going to put in a takeoff and landing location there, but it's a universal takeoff and landing location. So you have your drone operations, you can bring them in and maybe do it for the Stater Brothers or the Starbucks or CVS.
Well,
A
there you
project
go.
we've been working on, so perfect. I
See,
was already
that's
going to
what
call you
networking
since we
is all
met, but
about.
this works.
Yeah, yeah, we have a license with the city right now to manage their airspace for the next, or past 2 years, another year. So
Nice.
Cool.
So
Cool.
Ontario, California is Bounce's backyard and my backyard, and there's a couple
Yes.
other people here. Eric's kind of in the
Only 4
area
hours
there
away
too.
from me.
yeah,
About an hour from me.
Nice, nice. See, that's
cool. See, well, that's
cool.
exactly what I meant. What I just did right there, that is what I'd like to see within
Yes.
this group.
I agree.
Yes, yes. So Vic, by the way, Vic Moss, he posted that he's got his information in there and he does pretty pictures. There you go. And so there are some comments coming in there, and oh look, we even have some people that live near Ontario. So Anna, do you want to share a little bit more as well? We're all excited what you're doing here in Ontario.
Yeah, I'll keep it brief just because of time, but yes, super excited to have them. They're extremely forward thinking. They're always thinking about what's next and what ways they can better their community and all the residents within it. I guess it's one of the fastest growing communities in the country. And so we've been working with the city and also the developer of this 57,000 community. It's condos, it's houses, it's and so we're working with them as well to start making these communities drone friendly. And like Michael said, there's like a little drone friendly pad. And so we're putting it somewhere where it can be used by a lot of different people. And like Michael said, the brewery, and there's a Starbucks there. So just super excited to be working with them because they've made it super easy for us as well. They're super open. We are on their website now. So when people want to fly their drone recreationally, they can go onto Ontario's website, and then our Fly Safe program is there, so they can log in their flights and get the safest route and hazards and TFRs and stuff like that. So, as a customer success person, obviously my passion is towards the customer, but we're doing that all over, not just Ontario. So we're doing that in Michigan now. We're doing that in Johns Creek, Georgia. And so it's been a great thing for Airspace Link to start expanding. But I will say that Ontario was the first major city that was on board and realized that this is happening. And so we just want to duplicate that all over, and just been an exciting project to work on.
Wow, very exciting. And I did see that the link did pop up in there. So thank you for sharing that as well, and congratulations. That's a great thing, and such a positive move. And so hope to see more of that in the future with other cities picking up on that. That would be fantastic. And so yes, we are pretty much out of time. There's another couple comments coming in, a lot of good information popping in there, a lot of good connections, because that's what it's all about, right? So with that, I am going to wrap it up, but I do want to make sure that everybody has posted their information on how to connect with everybody into the chat. You are able to actually save your chat, but if you're not on your phone, but if you're on a computer, you can save it by clicking on the 3 dots in the lower right hand corner, and it'll give you an opportunity to save it. And so but that's why we're here, is to connect. So make sure that you put the information in there. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and congratulations. It's amazing. You are trailblazers, and it's exciting to see what you have coming up for 2022, and looking forward to connecting more. And yes, I do plan to circle back and have each of you back on again. So,
Oh,
right.
Michael, Anna, that's great. I'm glad you're in Ontario. That's awesome. We were looking to work with local cities to do like their annual disaster preparedness training. Let's talk. That would be helpful.
Absolutely, and they have a big group for that as well, that they're buying drones, so they could use the support.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll circle back and connect.
Thank
So,
you.
Thanks, Women in Drones. You guys are awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Sharon, Ross, Mark, Desi.
Yes, thank you, Sharon,
Kim,
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Sharon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Sharon,
Sharon.
Linda,
you.
everybody.
making it
Thank you
happen.
all.
Thank you,
Have a
Bronwyn.
great week, everybody.
Thank you.
Bronwyn,
All right,
congratulations to
bye.
honorees.
Thank
Bye.
Do
See
self
everybody
COVID
next week.
test. Bye.
Bye. That kind of wraps it up.